Hey y'all, if you're new here, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've been here before, welcome back. My name is Jenna Morrow. I'm the founder and principal designer at Morrow Design Studios. We are a residential and commercial interior design firm located in the DC area, but we serve clients nationwide. The point of this YouTube channel is for homeowners and entrepreneurs. I want to inspire both of you to design the home of your dreams and to create an entrepreneurship journey that you love. I'm going to show you the ins and outs of entrepreneurship through my eyes, so y'all can see that it's not as glamorous as the internet makes it look. But today's video is actually about design. I'm going to show you how I took my home office from outdated and dark to bright and modern and much more inviting. So without further ado, let's get into this room that's behind me. So here's how the office looked when we moved into our home in 2021. Okay, so as you can see from the before photo, this room had really dark and dated wallpaper that I knew immediately had to go. But the question was, what would I replace it with? I knew I wanted, like I said, a bright and airy office, so I went for a bright and airy paint color. For me, I went with November Rain by Benjamin Moore. It's green, but when you look at it from different angles, depending on the light, it can look beige, but it can also look a little bit like gray. So I like the versatility of it, but again, the key for me was making sure I picked something that was bright, airy, something that would age very gracefully with the rest of the space, and this is what I selected. So one thing I always tell my clients, and I incorporate this in my own house, you invest in your big statement pieces that you won't typically change every 2-3 years, and then you go more inexpensive on your smaller accents like your curtains, a lamp. In this office, I went big and high quality on my desk and my mirror. I'm sure many of you recognize this mirror. It's from Anthropologie, and my desk is from CB2. These are solid pieces I plan to have around for a very long time. I would actually love to pass this mirror down to my daughter. That's how long I want to have it around. So that is my big hack when it comes to investing in a room. Invest in the big pieces and then scale back a little bit on your accent pieces. Speaking of which, it's actually a good time for me to transition to talking about my accents. So don't believe anyone who says you can't mix high end and low end, because I am living proof that it is possible. So I told you about my CB2 desk and my mirror, which I invested in, but I went less expensive on my accents. Case in point, my drapes. These curtains are actually from Overstock. And what I like about them is, while they're velvet, that was the key, had to be velvet, they actually have some weights on the bottom, so they actually drape correctly. Now don't look too close because I actually have to steam them a little bit. But they get the job done. They're blackout, so when I shut these, I can have complete peace and a little darkness if I want it. The other things I want to draw your attention to are my bookcases. So these are actually the Billy bookcases from IKEA. It's one of the most popular bookcases that they sell. There's a lot of hacks you can do with them. Just look on Pinterest or hashtag on Instagram, Billy bookcase hacks, and you'll find so many people actually use them to create their own built-ins at home. But I use mine the traditional way. They are enforced to the wall, so if my toddler comes in here running amok, she's safe. And then finally, my light fixture up top is from Overstock as well. The key when you're shopping lower end pieces or for lower end pieces, don't get the pieces that look cheap. You want to get the pieces that look expensive. And the key to that is selecting the right colors and the right fabrics. Stick with your darker colors like your navies, your emerald greens, and same thing with this light fixture. I chose a finish that was gold rather than a finish that was a red or a blue. When you do that and you stick with your silvers, your golds, your blacks, these pieces that are from less expensive stores start to look high quality as if you got them from CB2 or Anthropologie. So my last tip, which I incorporated in my home office, is that think outside of the box when it comes to your decor. For example, these shoes are actually the first pair of shoes I got as a toddler. You probably can't see, but my name is actually written on the bottom. Hard as rock. But my first pair of shoes, I actually keep them on my shelf, and they are decor in my home office. For me, they're just a friendly reminder to this little Jenna who wore these shoes to keep chasing whatever it is that makes her happy, that fills her cup. For me right now, it's this business that I'm running and this YouTube channel that I have launched. So think outside the box for your decor. It does not have to be a vase a coffee table book, flowers. It can be something as simple as some childhood shoes. The last thing I'll leave you with is that the theme of our house, and I shared this with my husband when we moved in, is an ode to our ancestors. And so each room is actually dedicated to somebody from our past, family members specifically. This office is dedicated to my great-grandmother, Melissa. She is my great-grandmother on my mom's side. She raised 5 kids in a 4-room house, and I'm not talking 4 bedrooms, I mean 4 rooms. 4-room house in Sandersville, Georgia by herself. And so I put her in here because I want her to know that all that she went through, all the hard work that she implemented was not in vain. I am carrying on the family legacy through my personal brand, through my name, and through my business. She's also a reminder to me of what resilience looks like, what grit looks like, which are all characteristics you have to have when you're pursuing entrepreneurship. So this room is dedicated to my great-grandmother, Melissa. And that's it. If you like what you saw today, I invite you to subscribe to my channel. More home tours are coming, plus more content focused on entrepreneurship and what my journey has been behind the scenes. No glitz, no glam, the real deal. So I invite you to subscribe by hitting the button below. And I thank y'all for joining me today. I'll see you on the next video.